Wagwan people of today, it's me ShiverAway, and before we get into this video, be sure to like it right now for the YouTube algorithm, and also subscribe to my channel if you enjoy content like this. Be sure to join my Discord as well, link in the description. Now with that over, intro starts now.
It's a war between nations.
Alright guys, so we're going to be going over the characters that rack up the most points the fastest. So let's not waste any time here, let's get right into it. So coming in at number 5, we got the one and only Jonathan Joestar. Now look, this guy's Hammond charge is, it does make him a more high skilled character, but let me tell you, he can get off a lot of damage in public servers and in 1v1s and 2v2s. So he's actually probably the highest skilled character in game right now, and that's why a lot of people think he's not so good. But I'm telling you, this guy has some crazy combos. Now his M1's base 4 damage. Most characters have the 3 damage M1 base, so that's already very good. So you can charge, and like it doesn't really matter because your luck and pluck, look at the damage on that, and you can extend with that. Your zoom punch, that's a 15. You don't even need all of your moves to hit to get to kill someone with this guy. Like I'm telling you, Jonathan does a lot of damage. And another good thing about him is, let's say that you are caught in an M1 combo right here, you can use your Scarlet Overdrive and it will just completely get you out of it. So it's basically like a get out of jail free card, like with any combo in the game really. So it's like, it's super busted. Now he does have his Sunlight Yellow Overdrive too, like the basic combo extender that most characters have, but his actually does like the most damage in the game than any other beatdown move, so that's actually very good. So of course, his Scarlet Overdrive, you don't only have to use it in a combo, but it does have a bit of end lag, so I'm not sure if I can recommend it. Now, what you really want to use this guy for is his Sendo Hammond Overdrive. Now, that's a multi-hit, as you can see right there. If you're in a public server, that's going to be racking up a lot of points. Now, his Zoom Punch, also super good. That's super easy, and it's a block breaker, and it's pretty easy to hit as well. So, Luck and Pluck, of course, just a decent combo extending move. So, all around, a great character. Coming in at number 4 is going to be Jotaro Kujo. We have all fallen victim to this guy's infinite combo, and let me tell you, it is super annoying and I hate it. You really can't do much about it if you're fighting a skilled character, but it goes as follows. So it's M1, 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 and then it's going to be the barrage. When they take knockback, as soon as they take it, you roll, M1 them again, star beatdown, do a lot of damage, roll once more, M1, 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 and they're probably dead. If they're not, you still got your stand leap to get away and wait for cooldowns, and that's one thing I hate. It also does damage as soon as you use it and if you land on top of someone. Now, okay, so he's got his Aura Smash as well, and it's kind of like the Sendo Hammond Overdrive in the sense that it hits multiple people. So 15 damage, not as much as Jonathan, but I think it has a lower cooldown and it's all around more reliable because you can just roll into it and use it. Now Star Finger, this is super easy to use. For a block breaker, that's very good. Like, it's actually extremely good for a block breaker. So I'm telling you, his beatdown is definitely very good as well. You can't extend with it because of the knockback, but if you know how to roll and you know how to time that perfectly, you can hit them with the beatdown right after. So anyway, you got your Star Finger as well, and not only is a block breaker, that's doing 15 damage, that's pretty good. Of course, he's got the generic beatdown move, not as much as Jonathan, but as he does not have to charge Hammond, I still think that he's better in that regard. Now with his Aura Smash, the thing that I think is the most annoying about him is the fact that he can just roll and then immediately Aura Smash, so it basically has no startup and there's not really anything you can do about it. I think that's probably the most annoying thing about him, and that's why he racks up so much points in public servers, and even in 1v1s, all you can really do is just hold block, but if you hold block, that's just Star Finger, your block broken into the infinite combo, and it's over. over for you. Obviously, he is another character with time stop. Well, the only character with time stop until Dio is added, but man, the time stop on it, it's pretty good. That's probably like a guaranteed 50k damage every single time you use it. It's kind of hard to hit, but if you know how to time that as well, that's another reason why it's going to be racking up points so fast. So next we have the one and only Giovanni. So I was actually not sure if I was going to put him this high up. I was considering number 4 or 5, but I'm going to explain to you why I actually think that he's definitely one of the best for racking up points in public servers, and even in 1v1s everyone knows that he's a bust character as well. Now, his block breaker is going to be the Fire Mista, so basically it's one of the basic projectile moves in the game, but this is actually hard to hit, so he is a skill character. Now it's going to do 10 damage immediately, so you can M1 and then use your life shot punch. That's going to be an easy combo extender that you can use into the Muda Barrage. I think another great thing about him is that he has the life creation. I think if you know how to use this move, it is completely busted. If you know someone's gonna do a high damaging move on you and you just use it, and like okay, so look at this combo. So I got life punch while the snake is attacking him, and if that hits, they cannot move because the snake is attacking him. So basically, if you know how to use that one move, basically you hold down your life creation so it doesn't create the tree, it creates the snake instead. And if you know how to use that, that's going to be doing a lot of damage. And as I was saying earlier, with the life creation, if you know how to make someone attack themselves with this, so you use it, they just start attacking themselves. So if they use like a very high damaging moves like this, like Giorno counters a lot of Hamon characters because they are the ones that are going to be dealing the most damage, and you can really just use that against them. So that's why I think that if you have skill, if you're good at the game, if you know what you're doing and know your moves and your opponent's moves, then you're going to be doing a lot of damage with Giorno. Now, that is not even taking into consideration his awakening right here. So of course he gets his Requiem stand. I think like you can do a lot of damage. So the very first one is I'm gonna go over his 7-page Muda, and the thing about the 7-page Muda is if you basically get someone in M1, it's over for them. You just press that 7-page Muda, gonna do that huge long animation, and just look at their health bar ticking down. So basically he went from full health to half health, immediate 50 damage in his awakening. That's simple. Return to 0 heals you. Your Pebble Flick is kind of like Fire Mista, but it is way faster and easier to hit. Now you have your life shot punch Requiem, and I think this just lasts longer, so it is better. Your Muda Barrage does a lot more. It will just, if they're at half health, it will just kill them. But if you can hit that 7-page Muda, then it's just over for your opponent, because they're going to lose 50% of their health immediately. And I think another great thing about it is even if you miss it, you can use it multiple times. So I'm 1 and I already have it again. Simple. Now he's gonna lose 50% of his health, and just easy like that. So I think that's where Giorno really excels. Coming in at number 2, you have one of my personal favorites and my main, Muhammad Abdul. So right here, as you can see, he doesn't have any X move, he doesn't have any awakening, but trust me, he does not need it. So his Fire Breath is objectively the best barrage in the game. No matter what happens, they cannot get out of it, and you can actually combo extend with that because the knockback is not too great. So you can kind of do the Jotaro combo with him, Fire Breath or roll into your Incinerate. Your Incinerate does a lot of damage as well. As you can see, that guy just got killed. Now, the next thing we have is Red Bind. Now, you need to know when to use this. So what I like to do is I like to kind of get them distracted first. So you want to roll behind them or something and use your Red Bind. But if you hit that, you put Fire Breath into that, this is going to be a lot of damage. Then after that, use your Crossfire Hurricane. That's 15 damage, man. In public servers, this guy is going to be racking up so much points so quickly. And another great thing about him is his cooldowns. Now his cooldowns are pretty short. So his Crossfire Hurricane special really 16 damage right there, and like it doesn't have too long of a cooldown. It's actually his block breaker too. It's one of the easier block breakers in the game to hit. So as you can see, you can really just spam your stuff and you'll just be doing a lot of damage with him. I think he's a great character for new players that are just trying to racking up points. I definitely recommend him. Now his Crossfire Hurricane special is actually extremely hard to block, and it is his block breaker because there's really no way for you to know that it's coming. It doesn't have that big of a startup, so if someone rolls into it, you just have to hope and pray that you roll in time, because I believe that's the only real way to counter it. Now your Crossfire Hurricane, definitely a great move. Now you can actually like it doesn't, the hitbox on it is pretty decent. Like it does have a pretty big hitbox. Like I find myself saying, okay, I clearly missed that, there's no way that should have hit. So again, Crossfire Hurricane, you could use that. Okay, block, and you want to block break people a lot with this. So I can use Incinerate, then you want to immediately roll, and then you can like use your Fire Breath, and sometimes that works out too. Your Red Bind, definitely very good if you catch people off guard with it. There's not really much they can do, but as you can see, it is blockable as well. So my Crossfire Hurricane special, you can roll into that like with Jotaro's move, and then you can just use your Crossfire Hurricane again, like your normal one, the ranged ability, and that's going to be doing a lot of damage. So this guy is just spam. Alright guys, so coming in at number 1, we have Gyashio and his Stand White album. So I'll tell you, this guy racks up points the best of any character. Now, I'll tell you right now, his Gently Weeps, decent ability for 1v1s and other things because it blocks any projectile, so that'll stop you from getting damaged. But his defense, while he is more of a defensive character, I'll tell you he excels with the points he can rack up. So notice how people would take 2 moves to do, let's say, 30 damage, maybe a few M1s and a move, and that'll be 30 damage. So if you use Rant with this guy and I use Ice Spikes, that's an immediate 28 damage. That's basically 30 damage you're getting for free, and Ice Spikes has a pretty low cooldown as well. Now if people are running from you, he can actually skate or get himself out of those type of situations. Now the name of this guy's game is just his AoE, so you can roll into your Blizzard, do your AoE, and the basic combos M1, use your Freeze Grab, which does 15 damage for no reason, super overpowered. Of course, you have my Ice Spikes. I'll show you, it can hit multiple people, but you really want to make sure that you always have your Rant activated before you use your Ice Spikes. It doesn't buff the damage for your Blizzard, so it doesn't really matter, but as you can see, your Blizzard hits multiple people. So definitely good in 2v2s and other situations like that. So I can show you right now that these Ice Spikes also hit multiple people as well. I don't know why that didn't hit, but so Freeze Grab, you basically have to use it in an M1, and it's probably the best combo extender in the game. So if a Gyashio got you in an M1, like you know he's gonna get, you basically have 2 free M1 strings off on someone, plus the damage of the Freeze Grab, which is actually 15, so that's busted. Let me use this Freeze Grab, he's already dead. Simple like that. I'm telling you, this is a great character. Now he is a Game Pass, so a lot of people might not be willing to commit some Robux to that. But I mean, that's why I made this a top 5. All the other characters can really be just as viable, and the reason why this game is so good is because it has such great balance. So just because I put this guy in my personal number 1 does not mean he is the best character for racking up points in the game. So just use what you like to use, and I'm sure that it'll work out if you have skill in the game and play for a decent amount of time. So guys, with that, I'm gonna end the video. So remember to subscribe to my channel and like the video if you found it informative. Now be sure to check out some of my other videos as well. Join my Discord, link in the description. With that, I'll see you guys in the next one.